What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. The hype for Deadpool and Wolverine is real, and it's about to get even more real as new footage is coming for the film. And we reportedly know the exact date and time.
Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
And also the type of footage that is going to be released. Now, we talked about this in a previous video. Marvel Studios is going to release a lot more footage for Deadpool and Wolverine, and I'm also curious to what you all think about this. Do you want more footage for the movie, or would you essentially like them to stop advertising the movie now, stop releasing new trailers, new footage, and save most of it for the movie? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please let us know in the comments down below. I will say, though, if you take a look at all of the footage and trailers that we've gotten so far, most of it seems to be of simply a few different scenes and doesn't actually show us that much of the movie. And not a ton is really revealed about what the true plot of the movie is. At least it hasn't been revealed yet, but it might come with the full trailer. However, the new footage we are getting is reportedly a 1-minute preview of the movie. So this isn't going to be a trailer, this is going to be a scene. At least that's how it sounds, and we are reportedly going to be getting this on Monday, May 20th. Now, this is in line with when tickets go on sale for Deadpool and Wolverine, according to insider Daniel RPK. We did talk about this in a previous video, and it looks like now it is pretty much all but confirmed to be true. And again, this is what Marvel Studios does. They release new footage pretty much every single time that tickets go on sale for a movie. The report from Daniel RPK is that Deadpool and Wolverine tickets will go on sale Monday at 8 a.m. Central Time, along with a new 1-minute look at the film. So mark your calendars. It's only a couple of days away, and it's coming out early in the morning, especially if you are on the West Coast. Now, if you are one of those people who think that they might be showing us too much about the movie and are worried about this scene, I don't think you really have much to worry about, because what I believe this scene is going to be is, again, probably just either Deadpool at the TVA going over some things that we've basically already seen before, with some new footage, of course, and new dialogue thrown in there, or we'll see more of Deadpool and Wolverine's interactions. I don't think they're going to show us much more fighting, because that's going to be a really epic moment in the film, and we've already seen some pretty epic fights in the trailers. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of fights, but I think Marvel Studios is pretty much for the most part done showing us Deadpool and Wolverine fighting. We get the gist of it by now. At first they won't get along, and then they'll realize that in order to save the multiverse, they'll have to work together, which I do believe is a lie, but that's a whole nother story. I don't think they'll address that in this footage. I believe the TVA is good, but Agent Paradox could have some ulterior motives here, and might even possibly be working for Kang. But again, that's another story. No way that's revealed in the footage that they show us. Also, there are supposed to be a lot of cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't think they're going to show us any big cameos in the teasers. If you think back to Multiverse of Madness, they teased us a little bit. We saw Peggy Carter's shield and her jetpack, but it was only for about half a second, not even really a full second, in one of the TV spots. So if they do decide to tease cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine, I don't believe that they're going to be in a full 1-minute scene. They might show us Pyro, who we've already seen, maybe some of the old X-Men characters that have been spotted in some of these trailers, but I don't think any new cameos are going to be revealed. It's not like we're going to see Henry Cavill pop up as Wolverine or Daniel Radcliffe pop up as a variant of Wolverine. And if we do see that, then maybe perhaps they are showing us a little bit too much. But here's something to really think about. We do know that recently Marvel Studios went back and did some reshoots, and we don't even know if they're finished yet. We just know that they began some reshoots very recently on Deadpool and Wolverine with the very specific purpose, according to insider Daniel RPK, to film cameos. So we do know that this movie is kind of going to be cameo packed. We don't know the extent of the cameos. We don't know if they're going to be crazy big, or if we are just going to see some Fox X-Men show up, which is still a big deal on its own. And something really, really cool that just happened, if you are keeping up with X-Men 97 and you saw some episodes, including the finale, you've seen how cameos can actually be used in a really great way to really elevate a film and elevate very specific moments of either a show or a movie. Because yes, there are cameos just for the sake of cameos and fanfare, but if they are used in the appropriate way, they can really actually add to the overall movie, and especially if you do it right with some particular scenes. For example, there is a very particular rumor going around about a very particular scene in Deadpool 3. And what's curious about this reported scene is that they don't even mention that this character is going to show up, but they're simply going to reference the character. According to the insider, My Time to Shine Hello, Deadpool and Wolverine is going to reference the Punisher it will be revealed that Frank Castle rebelled against Cassandra's rule but never came back. Now again, this report just simply says that they are going to reference the Punisher, but they might show us maybe a flashback scene or maybe some materials from the Punisher, just like they've shown us a hollowed out Ant-Man corpse, which is creepy, but I love it. But the reason that they would put this scene in there is that it establishes how Cassandra Nova actually is. And they're doing this in many different ways, and they are using kind of cameos to do this, and it's for a very specific purpose. They are using these characters, these cameos, for a specific purpose to show how bad and how messed up Cassandra Nova is. Multiple insiders have already stated that Cassandra Nova is pretty much crazy. And they've stated that she actually enjoys killing variants of Professor Xavier. Not sure if we're going to see it, but that is going to be referenced in the movie because she is the evil twin sister of Professor X. We've seen him die so many times on screen, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a variant of his die in Deadpool and Wolverine and Deadpool has to crack a joke about it like, oh my gosh, again, stop dying. Very possible and very much a Ryan Reynolds joke, especially since, you know, Logan had Professor X dying and Logan died in Logan as well, and now Wolverine's back, and now Professor X's evil twin sister is here as well. You could totally see how they would connect all of that and make a Patrick Stewart Professor X joke and might even kill him off again. Who knows? But again, the Ant-Man reference, him being hollowed out, and that is now her base. The Punisher reference of the big bad Frank Castle went up against Cassandra Nova and never came back because she killed him. This is all being used in a very specific way to set up who we are dealing with here, to intensify the character. And if they're going to do that in this movie, if they're going to use those cameos that way, combined of course with nostalgia and with some justice done to some characters, then I am all here for it. For example, if they decide to depict Cyclops the way they depicted him in X-Men 97, I am all for him showing up in Deadpool and Wolverine. I really want him to show up in Avengers Secret Wars, but if they could do some justice to James Marsden's Cyclops in Deadpool and Wolverine and then in Secret Wars, I would absolutely love that. Again, I'm not sure we're going to actually see any cameos in this 1-minute footage, but I am really excited to see what they show us because each time we get more footage, I get more and more hype for Deadpool and Wolverine. But let me know all of your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Do you like that we're getting more footage? Do you not like it? And if so, why? Also, let us know which cameos you would love to see in Deadpool and Wolverine. If you have anyone specific in mind, be sure to drop them in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with the MCU. And if you subscribe and leave a comment, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X or a PS5. We pick one winner at the end of each month and the winner picks one item. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. If you are on there, we would love your support on there as well. And of course, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.